Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video we are going to discuss about arithmetic instructions, and specifically we are going to discuss about multiplication and division, because that two operations are going to be happen in a different manner compared to addition and subtraction. So let's start our video. So in this addition or subtraction will take place between a register to register, or memory to register, or a memory to constant data, or register to memory, or register to constant data. Make sure you need to remember these points. You need to use these points while you are writing the program. And let's go to multiplication. In multiplication, when you are multiplying two numbers, the 8-bit source register and AL. Here AL will get stored, the lower 8 bits will get stored in AL register, and higher 8 bits will get stored into AH register. So combination of AH and AL called EAX, known as accumulator register. I discussed about this accumulator register, base register, and so on in my previous videos. If you haven't seen the video, please see from the basics in order to get more clarity about these things. And when you multiplied two one words, word means it occupies 4 bytes space. So when you occupies when the space is more, it will occupies more space, hence we need to allocate more number of registers or more number of space. So here AX will store, AX is an accumulator register multiplied by 16-bit source, and DX and EAX will get stored the result. Okay, will store the result. In DX the lower 8 bits will get stored, and in AX the higher 8 bits will get stored. And when two double words are multiplied, two double words means it's a 32-bit registers, means it will occupy 32 bits. So here when you multiply these things, the lower values means lower bits will get stored into EDX, and higher bits will get stored into EAX. I think all members know what is meant for E. Here E is nothing but extended register will have the space of 32 bits capacity. So here we use 32-bit registers to store the two double word values. And at last division. When you came across division, here 1 byte, when the division is assumed to be in AX register. So okay, all people know that the register will get stored at last in AX register. So after the quotient goes to AL, then the remainder goes to AH register. So here when the input is divided by 8-bit divisor, the quotient will get stored into AL register and remainder will get stored into AH register. And here when the divisor is one word, this will be the scenario. Here divisor is word means it is a 32-bit dividend and it is a 64-bit divisor. Hence if we get divided these two things, these will be the output, and AX will get and AX will store the quotient and DX will store the remainder. Here when you are increasing the sizes, the register sizes also will get increased. See here it is a byte, hence the registers are AL and AH. If it is a word, it becomes AX and DX. If it is a double word, it gets EAX and EDX, because the size is more than the previous one. If you compare the word with 1 byte, the word will occupies 4 bytes of data. Hence it occupies these registers. So okay, enough with this theory. Let us see a practical session using our assembler. Here I am gonna explain code which is pre-written. If I write this code on the live, it will take so much of time, and the video will get lengthy and you will lose the interest to see it. Okay, let me explain this program. here I think all members know what is this. This is one way of defining the constant. So here sysexit equivalent to 1. In previous videos I used to pass the arguments of system calls using the numbers, but here I am not, because I already equalized the numbers with the system call names. Hence if you want to know about this, you see the video of explaining system calls video that I published on our channel. So here sysexit system call is 1. So here we equaled the sysexit call to 1. Instead of using 1 or passing argument as 1, you can pass the argument as sysexit. That's what I did it here. Okay, in data section we are the here dollar prompt means the terminal will wait for the user input. That is the function of using dollar symbol. Okay, here we are taking the user input using two messages, and hence the syswrite means here the messages will get printed for this this system call. Another system call, the number one will get readed. First it will get printed to prompt the user to enter a digit, and later it will read the number. See here the sysread system call has been passed to EAX, and later the message 2 will get printed and number 2 will get read here, and then after doing that the third message will get written on the monitor, and then for calculating the result, the number is moving to EAX register. And as you know, every characters or special characters will get stored in ASCII characters. To convert into binary, we must subtract the characters with 0. So after subtracting, I added EAX and EBX contents, and then I again converted it to ASCII, and then we moved the result, we moved the contents of EAX register to result, and then we printed the result. And you can see here we reserved the bytes for result number 1, number 2, as we don't know what are the number of bytes that we need to allocate it to it. So at last we interrupted the kernel with this relevant system call. Let us run this program. Our program got successfully compiled. So 2, 3, the sum is 5. That's the program. And for subtraction also we need to do a small thing called here EBX, sub EAX comma EBX. So here the result will goes to EAX, and then you need to move the contents of EAX to result, and the remaining process will be same. Let us take a look about multiplication. Here we taken the variables as hard coded. Hard coded means static input in C programming terminology. So here AL register, I think all members know what is AL register. If we divided the EAX register into two parts, then we will get AL and AH. If you combine AL and AH, we get EAX register. So here we took the AL register and we moved the desired number to AL register, and then we subtracted to convert ASCII into binary code. binary number, and same here also for second number, and multiplying the BL with AL. This is the thing. You might wonder why I didn't mention to AL, because it is an internal interpretation that will automatically done by our NASM assembler. Okay, and again adding to AL to convert binary to ASCII format. And here I think all members know what it will do. Here 1 means std out file descriptor, and 4 means system write system call. In last video we did using the equivalent constants. Okay, and then we are writing the result here. At last the result will get stored into EAX register, and hence we printed the result, and the kernel get interrupted will system relevant system call. So the result will be printed, and because of this system because of this process. I think all members know what this process will do. Okay, let us see let us compile the program once. See here, I gave the input as 3 and 2. Multiplication of 3 and 2 gives 6. Let's come to division. So here also same thing, defining two variables in AX register, or AL register, and then in BL register second operand, then dividing the operand with AL by BL, and then adding then 0 to AX, because to convert into binary, to convert them binary to ASCII format, and remaining process is same. So let us compile the program once. See here, the result is 4. Same multiplication and division are same, and addition and subtraction are same. I think all members get what I said in this video. In this video we covered arithmetic operations, and I am going to cover logical operations in next video. If you haven't subscribed this channel, please subscribe this channel and tap on the bell icon and never miss an update from our channel. Happy learning. Have a great day.